Into the Wednesday edition of the very, very fun and qualified Chase and Big Joe show here on 102.5 The Game. He's Big Joe. I'm Chase McCabe. Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier on the ones and twos back at the studio. We are on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University in their beautiful new athletic facility. We're overlooking Floyd Stadium. This is my first time in here. I know Joe has been here. This is so cool. This place is awesome. They got the big lightning bolt in the ceiling, which is really cool. And just this, the SRM Concrete Club, which is where people can watch games. And we're excited to be here today with the Blue Raiders. Derek Mason is going to join us at 12:15. And look, I'm sure he has a lot he wants to discuss and get off his chest. It wasn't a good week one, but on to Wisconsin.
Well, I mean, we asked him. I mean, they've won some, they lose some. Coaches have been in this situation. All coaches have been on both ends of this, and you talk about it. I mean, we've shown throughout our short time together that we will ask tough questions, and people appreciate it, and we'll just do that and go forward. But it's a beautiful day, and it's funny because I'm thinking on the way down here today, like, you got to travel to Murfreesboro. Like right now, the Cowboys are about to hop on a plane and go to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I mean, the NFL season is here.
It's here.
Tomorrow. And then the Chiefs, I guess they're flying down to Brazil to take on the Chargers Friday. So
sure, they're really excited about that.
Yeah, right. It's a nice haul. How do you get it's funny because last year when Miami played California in college football, they did an Instagram story about the Miami equipment van trailer driving from Miami to Berkeley.
Yeah.
And it took like 3.5 days and 8,000 miles. It was just fun watching that. And so now you got to travel way south to play a football game. And that's what the NFL's evolved into. It's this global thing now that nobody's going to stop. And it's so popular outside the state. But anyway, it's here. And then we'll go with it, man.
Yep, 100%. And then, of course, the build up to the Titans coming up on Sunday. You and I will have the pregame show starting at 1 o'clock from Twin Peaks in Madison. So we look forward to that and just getting ready for another Titans season. We'll get hot and heavy into them here in just a little bit. But you have an interesting question of the day as it pertains to the first NFL game tomorrow. You brought it up before the show, and I was like, man, that's a good one.
Yeah. So, YouTube has helped out so much on all these questions that we got because there are things we talk about and things that go on that you don't remember these people. Like I never saw the Beatles live, but on YouTube, I can see them live and all that. So anyway, if you could bring back one announcer to call the game tomorrow night, who would you bring back? One announcer to come back, living or dead, doesn't matter, to come back and call the game. Not so much an analyst, but an announcer. Who would you like to come back tomorrow night and hear one more time? Or if you've never heard them before live, that opportunity to hear them live. I know it's an extreme hypothetical and all that, but it's fun with nostalgia to think about, man, who would you love to hear one more time call a game?
And our question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. Check them out at ariestactical.com and text in 615-737-1025. Our phone and text line driven by wilsoncountyhoney.com. I'm going to go there. I probably have like 12 answers to this question because I can look at it as, guys that like Al Michaels is one of my all-time favorites.
Great.
I love Al Michaels, and he's still calling games, but, not at the same level that he was. He's on Thursday night, was on Sunday night. So he'll always be top for me. But, there are guys like Howard Cosell that I never got to hear live, but I've heard, the recordings of. My dad would always impersonate Howard Cosell, would always do the voice and everything. And so, he's one. But I'm going to go off the beaten path a little bit.
Okay.
And a guy that's known for another sport more than the NFL, but he did NFL games, Vin Scully.
Oh, yeah.
He did some games for CBS. I think he actually worked with Madden before Pat Summerall. Pat Summerall would probably be top for me, if I'm going just straight NFL announcers. But Vin Scully, I mean, I that voice, like I heard him call a baseball game many times. Never heard NFL live. Like that would be cool.
Now Vin Scully called I forget where Sonny Gray was pitching. Maybe the Twins, or it might have been the Yankees when Sonny Gray was there. And he talked about Sonny Gray being born in Smyrna, Tennessee. And so you might know this, but Smyrna's got an Air Force base that in World War II, and he had this long diatribe about the Smyrna Air Force Base and the Smyrna Airport that I didn't even know. And I'm like, this is fascinating to me. So Vin Scully is one of those. Mine is, you probably never heard of him, but I just remember he called Big Ten football games, Michigan games back in the day. Anthony Carter, Kurt Gibson was at Michigan State. Rick Leach was a quarterback at Michigan. It was Chris Schenkel. He did bowling for many years, but he did football, did college football. And whenever I see his name or I think about him, I immediately think about Big Ten football and Anthony Carter in the late 70s with the Michigan Wolverines. And he was just, it wasn't flashy. It wasn't the best, but that voice, it just resonated. I remember watching games with my grandpa and we'd see that. And Chris Schenkel would be on the call because he did bowling and then he transferred into doing college football. So Chris Schenkel's one I'd love to hear again today.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Do you ever have moments just time out for a second? Do you ever have moments where you realize that you forgot to do something like
hourly?
So I just realized something. I was getting out of the car this morning here at MTSU and I had all the equipment and I had gotten a drink and I set the drink on top of my car. It's still on the top of my car.
No. Well, maybe we can get our assistant to go down there.
I'll be curious to know if it's still there when I get back.
I hope it is. Somebody took your drink from you.
Well, it was in a plastic cup, so it doesn't matter. But
okay.
I just realized that. I think an answer to this question for Titans fans is probably going to be Mike Keith, because you listen to Mike call the Vols games. Like I listened the other day, and I felt like I was listening to a Titans game. But he does such a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And look, I think Taylor Zarzar is a talented play-by-play guy. I think he will do a great job. It's unfortunate that he has to follow the only voice the Tennessee Titans have ever had, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But it's just, I think you get so used to one voice,
right?
Whether it's on your TV or your radio or whatever.
Would that be too fresh?
That change is hard. But you got to give it some time. Like, I think Taylor deserves a fair chance, in knowing that it's going to be different. But I think it is too fresh. But like, I know there are going to be Titans fans that are like, man, it's weird without Mike Keith.
Yeah. I mean, I think Taylor does a great. I don't know him. I think he does a good job. The games I've listened into, which is fine, but you think about, it rolls around like iconic moments with announcers.
We already have a text on Mike, by the way.
Obviously, right? So, I mean, you think about like the Al Michaels thing when he did the Miracle on Ice. I mean, you don't know going into that what's going to happen. You just don't know. And the way he played it out was good. What's the great call by Joe Buck when the home run?
We'll see it tomorrow night, which was his dad's.
Fantastic. And he shut up.
Yep.
And he just let it play out. I mean, those are good.
So what's funny, as a Braves fan, when I heard him do that, it kind of brought back memories, because in 91, I guess it was, when Kirby Puckett hit the home run against the Braves, Jack Buck was on the call and he said, "We'll see you tomorrow night."
Yep.
Because that was his signature thing. So that was interesting. Let's see. Dylan in Antioch says Frankie, talking about Frank Wycheck, RIP. That's a good one. Dude, Wes, sorry, man. He goes, "Damn it, Chase, I called in early today, so nobody would take my answer. I immediately hung up when he said most Titans fans will say Mike Keith. So that's my bad. I didn't see you on the hold yet. So that is my bad, sir." Larry says Dick Enberg. That's a good one.
Oh, I didn't even think about that one.
Enberg is a a one.
I got him early Super Bowls.
I got him on the back end of his career.
He did the Super Bowl. Oh God, no! You know what I'm thinking about? Kurt Gowdy. Kurt Gowdy called Super Bowls with Merlin Olsen, and it was like the Cowboys Steelers Super Bowls in the 70s. Kurt Gowdy, so underrated as an announcer.
Completely agree. Skyler likes Tony Romo as the color analyst. I like Romo.
Why don't people? I still don't understand why people don't like Romo.
Yeah. Nevada Josh, of course, Madden, but Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross would be great to hear together again. Yes, that is a good one. Josh from Columbia, Mike Keith. It's going to be weird not hearing him call Titans games. Still doesn't seem real. Go Vols, though. 1221, or I'm sorry, Vincent and Dixon, hands down football. John Madden, baseball. Vin Scully for the Dodgers. 2104, Harry Carey. Did he ever do? I think he did some football too.
I thought he did.
I think he did.
Early on, he did those.
Ronald Reagan was a play-by-play.
Heck yeah. Where'd Ronald Reagan go to college?
I
won some good money one time off this.
Because you knew the answer.
Knew the answer.
Northwestern.
Went to Wheaton College in Illinois. Yeah,
nice. 9944 says Keith Jackson, John Madden. Lenny says John Madden or John Gruden.
Gruden.
I like Gruden.
I tell you what, man.
A lot of Keith Jackson, a lot of John Madden.
At the Cultural Hall of Fame, they have that display of great plays throughout the years. And it's you press a button, the video goes in. It's Keith Jackson's voice.
Yeah.
And the last one is the Vince Young run.
And
I'm telling you, man, you hear Keith Jackson. For Tennessee fans, when Keith Jackson and Frank Broyles called the Sugar Bowl in '86, the '85 season, in January of '86, and when Tennessee thumped Miami, and to hear Keith Jackson on that call was amazing. And God, that's been 40 years now.
Keith says all the guys from Jefferson Pilot Sports, specifically Dave Neal.
Preach, baby. Who says that? Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah. And was it Tim Foley that was on there with him? And then became David Archer, I think it was.
Dave Archer.
Dave Archer,
who I think does games with West Durham.
On the Falcon games, maybe?
Yeah, or maybe did Georgia Tech with
you're correct.
But yeah,
yes.
I know they worked together.
Yeah, those JP games. And Bob Kessling was a sideline reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this is a walk down memory lane that I needed.
Ricky says Pat Summerall. Larry says Lindsey Nelson. Wes in Clarksville. Eli Gold. There's for Bama fans. You can hear him on some Cats games. Matthew in Nashville. Brent Musburger. Chris Berman. Viking Matt, I guess just tuning in. What is the question of the day? It is,
if you could pick one announcer to come back and hear live just one more time, who would you pick? I mean, it could be anybody today. Who would you like to hear more of, and what announcer that's no longer with us would you like to hear? I picked Chris Schenkel. Chaser picked Vin Scully. These guys are all iconic.
Yep. 615-737-1025. We'll get Kenny. Hold on. We'll get your answer and much more. We're up and running here at MTSU today. It's Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Wednesday, live at MTSU. And hope that we're going to have Derek Mason join us here in just a second, head coach of the Blue Raiders. Real quick, Kenny the mailman wants to answer our question of the day. Kenny, what's up?
Hello, good friends. Love the topic. Love thinking about when I was young. Monday Night Football was the thing when we were growing up, wasn't it, Joe? Are you there, Joe?
Oh, it was the best.
But
yep,
I'm here, Kenny.
Howard Cosell was just there for show. If you turn the radio on, you got Jack Buck with Hank Graham, and he would actually call the play before it was running. And Jack Buck had the voice of God. So I love memories of listening to that. And I also like that guy who called the Arena Bowl championship game that was leaning out screaming, "Why'd you call that? Why did you call that?" Y'all remember that guy?
Sorry about that. That guy's great. He's the legend.
That.
He's the next face of everything.
Thank you, Kenny. He's the same guy that calls Blue Raider games. Thank you, Kenny. We say hello now to Derek Mason, head coach of the Blue Raiders, here with us. Coach, what's up? How you doing?
Man, I've been in the lab. I've been down there with our coaches, man, on a Wednesday. Man, looking at this Wisconsin tape, man, and making sure, man, that we got the right stuff, man, to try to get ourselves up to Madison and go play well.
So I heard a high school coach say one time after a tough loss for his team, he said, he's meet with the guys after the game and they're upset and, disappointed. He says, you guys have an opportunity that you haven't had this year.
Yeah.
That is the response. What's the response going to be? What are you going to learn from this, take from this, and use at the next game? And that's always stuck with me because that's more than just a coach thing to say. Like that is like you can do that with anything in life of now you got the response. So what's that going to be? So how do you look at that as, it obviously it was not what anybody wanted Saturday, but going into Wisconsin, a tough place to play in the Big Ten, now your guys have an opportunity to respond.
That's right. Wisconsin doesn't care.
Yeah, right.
Wisconsin doesn't care about the troubles or issues of the Blue Raiders. And with that, I think like this, right? I mean, in a game one, you don't minimize it. Yeah. I mean, are you a little perturbed, a little upset, a little pissed off? Absolutely. But here's the thing, right? I mean, like there's lessons in it. Mm-hmm. And so you got to grab the lessons. Otherwise, man, it's just a loss that can compound itself. And so when you looked at it, not a fast start, didn't play well, offensive early, defensively, just some miscues, not being able to get off the field. Parson did a really good job, playing off schedule a little bit, and you get behind. And then all of a sudden, man, you get an opportunity to put some points up, and you learn from that a little bit. You come out, and you have a chance to get off the field, and there's something there for you, right? Remember, we get penalized, and it keeps going. So, when you look at the game, you go back, man, there were tick marks. It's like the consistency of what you got to do offensively. It's, like defensively, hey, you lose a couple of players, man, but what you got to do, man, is continue to find ways to get off the field. And that's this quality, this strain, this play-to-play mentality of doing the 5 feet in front of you. Yeah. I think sometimes guys get caught looking in the rearview mirror, and none of that really matters. The only thing you can do is work on the 5 feet in front of you. And so, with that being said, there was a lot to pull from this game. Just so much so as a coach, man, that it was almost heavy to unpack. But what I will say is that, in getting to it, Sunday comes, Monday comes, and then Tuesday you're right back on the grass. And so you got to move fast because with 11 contests left, you can't afford any more, learning lessons. You want wins.
Well, and when you watch the tape, I don't know if you probably watch it Saturday night or Sunday morning. What disappointed you more than anything else?
I thought how we started this thing, the kickoff to the college football season. And listen, things can happen, right? I do get things that happen, but man, if you tell me that I'm going to have a quarterback in Nick Vadiato, man, get the ball first, okay, man, at home, I definitely expected to go down and score, right? And so when that didn't happen, it was like, okay, well we'll get it next run. But you just kept seeing the lack of strain and finish, whether it was a missed throw or a drop pass or a play not made. it leads to 0-12. You don't get to 0-12 in one play. You get to 0-12 over a series of plays, right?
Yeah.
And so I think all of it for me was just like, okay, practicing well, having great game plans really doesn't mean anything, man. You got to perform.
Right.
Right. And that's what it came down to. So as we talked again, it's like, listen, I care about the performance. Okay. So we have to perform. Okay. I mean, the practice stuff, I mean, you got to do that. And you did that well. But we can't have performance anxiety. That's part of what college football is. So let's be better in the spaces that we're in. And I tell you what, they all have responded. But now, man, you got a little tougher challenge. But the tougher the challenge, the greater the opportunity.
Yeah, I love the psychology of coaching. Look, every coach has been on both sides of that.
No
you've
doubt.
won, you've lost. Every night. Hell, Vince Lombardi was bad starting out.
Right.
So how do you minimize the frustration and still coach at the same time? Because I'm telling you, got some talented guys on this team. I'm telling you right now, you got some talented guys on this team. How do you minimize the frustration and say, look, we still believe in you?
Well, it's proximity versus presence. See, you can be in proximity and just allow things to happen, or you can be present and you can be with them.
Mm-hmm.
See, like you got to be in it with them, because if they feel like it's you against them and not you with them,
yeah,
but then you lost them.
That's right.
Okay, so the idea is that, hey, man, what did we do? Okay, how do we make it better? Okay, well then let's get back to, like what it takes to make it better. And it's the work, it's the challenge, it's the expectation, it's this idea of accountability. Like when you look at it, like sometimes what happens is do you trust the process? Do you respect the process? Okay, is your effort at a fever pitch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when we talk about accountability, are you willing to hold the man next to you accountable? Because
Yeah.
when you looked at it, okay, it happened and you didn't say anything. Well, if you didn't say anything, you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. And then it's the discipline in what we do to not fall to the lowest level of your training. Okay, prepare and always try to be at the highest level of it, because, like in situations, that's what we fall back on.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Talking to MTSU football coach Derek Mason here on the Chasing Big Joe show. How do you? I always like to ask this question. How do you prepare for 90,000 screaming fans?
We had so much crowd noise. I don't know if you heard it where you lived, but I tell you what, I got jump around and full crowd noise still blaring in my ear. It's been that way. It's been that way the last couple of days. Actually, the defensive staff towards the end of practice came over to me and said, "Hey, coach, they're not going to be playing that when we're up.
Right?
Can we get some of that turned down?" So I said no. We'll turn it down on Thursday. So Thursday is the day that they'll have very little crowd noise. But I just want them to get used to what that atmosphere is going to be like. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be loud. It's going to be great energy. And within all that, man, you still have to make sure that you can control your focus.
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to.
Have you coached there before?
Haven't coached there before. I've coached against Wisconsin a couple of times in bowl games, but never. Now, I do have two sister-in-laws, man, who are from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So I've been to Green Bay, I've been to Madison, but never to coach or play in a game.
What do road trips do for a team? Like I feel like, and I know it's it's a quick one. It's kind of an overnight thing, but I feel like there's something to that.
Road trips sometimes road trips allow you to be sort of naive in the moment, right, man? Because you don't get to think about all these other things going on, right? You go, you get to the hotel, man. You're in a new environment. You do this. You have your meetings. You go to bed. You wake up. You play. Okay, and then it's on. So you're just like naive in the process of it. So the focus tends to be a little more on point. Okay, when you're on the road, to me, home, man, there's just a lot of stuff. Are your parents coming in, your tickets, your this, your that, man. You got a lot of stuff going on. But when you're on the road, it's just you guys. It's you. It's like 300. Like the movie 300 while we're in, right? It's you only. You may have a couple folks, that's great, but when you go up against like the Persians, okay, it's just gonna be you and your squad against the 90,000, 100,000. So let's get ready.
I love that. In college one time, we got our butt kicked really bad, and our coach said to us after the game, "I'm going to tell you I love you, but in a different way." Does that make sense? right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still love you, but I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you in a different way.
Yeah. And that becomes the truth, right? That's the truth piece, right? Because, I love you. You never stop loving, like the players you coach, the young men that you're responsible for.
Right.
You never stop loving them. But when you have to talk about points, when you have to talk about sort of how things happen in life, regret comes at you in one of two ways. Okay, there's the regret of hey man, I'm glad I did, or I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's right.
hey, like some people look at it and say, you know what, hey man, I'm glad I did that. You know what, I mean, it was pretty good for me. Other people look at it and say, you know what, man, I'll never get that one back. We don't get Austin P back, but we do have an opportunity to go to Wisconsin and play the Badgers in Camp Randall, which will be electric. And we talked a little bit amongst the coaching staff about the 2012 team, Kevin Byard being a freshman. What happened to that team? Man, they lose to McNeese, then they have to turn around. They have to play Memphis and then Georgia Tech, and like that's sort of how you have to respond. The resilience of the great thing about football is that you get one every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so like this turnaround, man, you got to look forward, man. You got to pull this thing forward. And right now, this group, like to me, Monday was hard because it was a holiday and, guys are sort of in their feeling. Sunday was really hard, but then Monday was hard, right? Because, it's sort of a holiday, no class, and they're sort of stewing in it. And then we came back on Tuesday and the work had to be done. So that's where we are right now. The heavy work, the heavy lifting has been done on a Wednesday. Now everything is above the neck and polishing, getting ready, like to go on the road. And what I can tell you is they've got some players on that side that we have to be aware of. But I thought some guys played extremely well. Our D-line played well, okay, man, and we needed them to play well like last week. Guys like DeMonte and, Anthony Bynum and Shakai Woods, Zion Simpson, got 35 reps in that ball game. Like me, I saw the interior D-line play as well as I've seen. We got to hold up on the edges a little bit. We got to build some edges and make sure we can be top down, because if we can do that, it gives us a chance, and all you want is an opportunity.
Right.
Sure.
All you want is an opportunity.
That's it. Well, you'll get it coming up on Saturday. We're looking forward to it. I'll be on the trip this week, so it'll be fun.
I like it.
Go
I
up
like
there
it.
and cheer you guys on. So thanks so much for doing this. I know you got some meetings, but we'll see you Saturday.
Chase, Big Joe, man, it's always good to be around you guys. You guys get it. You understand what it is. And you know what, man, we got to bring one home for you. So let's go blue.
Absolutely. He's Derek Mason. We'll have more coming here from MTSU. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Wednesday, again live on the campus of MTSU, Middle Tennessee State. We're in this beautiful football facility, the Smith facility here in the end zone, checking out Floyd Stadium. I mean, the turf looks awesome. I know it's new turf. Appreciate Coach Mason for stopping by.
Always.
And, looking forward to being on the trip and seeing what they can do against Wisconsin coming up on Saturday, pregame at 1:30 on Totally Hits 93.3 as the Blue Raiders take on the Badgers. And Luke Fickell, of course, his best friend, used to coach here.
Was he was Vrabel the best man at his wedding, or flip flop,
so,
or
one of
like
them?
that?
I mean, I think they were at Ohio State at the same time.
Yes. Yep. They faux show were. Yeah. So yeah, always appreciate Coach Mason coming up here and talk. You know, it's funny, we talked to him during the break. It's just about X's and O's, which is great because all too often you get stuck talking about NIL, which evidently that's the thing down in Alabama now, is like, oh, our NIL, we're not spending money in the right places.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama fans, you guys got to stop. You got your butt kicked on Saturday. It happens. We talked to Coach Mason. I mean, every coach, every fan base, every program has been on both sides of that. Now I got to go out, as Coach said, hey, another Saturday. You don't have to wait 6 months.
Yeah.
Another Saturday, go out and see what you do and get it done. That's why we love football. So, but it's good talking X's and O's. It's so funny because he's describing plays and moments and things, the breakdowns, the things that went down. And it's just, it's great hearing that, because football is football. Whether it's the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or current football today, it's still about blocking and tackling, X's and O's, and execution, and, putting guys in the right spot. They can't play for them. They can't play, make them. The coaches can't get out there. Guys got to execute, and that's what it comes down to.
So I kind of shifting into the Titans as they get ready for Denver. One thing that I have noticed in listening to, all our shows and people talk about this is how, I guess, surprised they were that Alec Iomanner was ahead of Van Jefferson on the depth chart, the unofficial depth chart that came out yesterday. Nothing else is really that surprising except for that. And again, I keep thinking of, like, is that an indictment of Van Jefferson? Is that Iomanner's had a good camp? Or is that, what, he's not quite there yet, but we know he's going to get there, and maybe this will help him get there.
I'm so glad you didn't bring up one thing talking about Iomanner, where he was drafted.
Now it doesn't matter.
Correct. So if he beat Van Jefferson out,
right,
fantastic.
Right.
Van Jefferson's an experienced NFL receiver. I think it's great. If he's the guy that they believe in, they scouted him, they watched him. I mean, he was their guy that they're in the 4th round to take. I got no problem with it. If they think he's better than Van Jefferson and can get the job done on the same page with Cam Ward, I think that's good. That is fresh. That's new. That's their guy. I have zero problem with it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, they don't necessarily need him to be the number 2 receiver by, a certain point this year. I think they would like him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not anything against Tyler Lockett, but you got Lockett on a 1-year deal. He's an older player, on the back 9 of his career, however you want to put it. Iomanner is a young, talented receiver that if he shows you and, grabs that brass ring, hey, I'm ready to do this, and be, the number 2 to Ridley, or even challenge Ridley for being the number 1 guy, then you're thinking, if you're the coaching staff, you're going, okay, this is good. This is a step in the right direction. Now, that's probably also because your quarterback's playing well too.
Yeah, I hope the Broncos single cover Calvin Ridley with Pat Surtain.
Oh yeah,
because then if you're Ridley, you're thinking, all right, I get no respect. I know you're putting your best cover on me, but there's nobody behind. There's nobody high. There's nobody deep. And go out there and prove that you are an elite receiver. I mean, Calvin Ridley can go out on Sunday and prove he's an elite receiver in the National Football League. If Broncos want to do single coverage on him, fantastic. They want to do that and free up other guys, go get it done on Sunday. So I think there's opportunity here for Iomanner, for Lockett, for all these guys on offense really show up and show what they could do.
Is 1,200 yards realistic for him?
See, to me, that sounds, don't get mad at me.
I'm not.
The yard thing doesn't matter to me. Can you make the catch when you need to make the catch?
Sure.
That's what I want. Because he had a game last year over 100 yards and they got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So to me, it doesn't matter. I don't play fantasy football anymore because mentally it was killing me. I had to get away from it. But can you make the catch when you need to make the catch? That's all I want to know. And I think Calvin Ridley can. And he talked about the second chance. He's actually a third chance he's got now to go out there and embrace this, to say he was with the Falcons, the Jags. Now he's here. He went through the problem with mental issues. He had to step away. And I'm glad he's well now. And other things that went on with the issues off the field. So I think he can see himself. Look, Cam, you and I can get something going here and roll with this. I'm excited to see that on Sunday because there could be something there with those two guys.
I'm with you. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. A very simple question when it comes to the Titans and Sunday. What does a win mean? What does a win in game one mean? We will discuss.
How many hours we got to talk about that?
I know.
Right?
We will discuss that again live at Middle Tennessee State University. It's Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game on this Wednesday down at MTSU. Our show is presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel. We'll be at Barlines tomorrow, so looking forward to that. Dr. Crane is back at the Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Nashville Studios, home of the $99 yearly Beehive membership, where the buzz is always about great service. What would a win mean Sunday for the Titans? It's a simple question. Some of you might be like, well, it would mean they're 1-0. And that is true.
That sounds so good. I temper this with saying the 2014 game when Wizard Hunt beat Kansas City and they went 1-0. Like, oh, man, boy, that's something. The next week they drop a, you know what, I think it was Johnny Manziel the next week or week 3 or whatever it was, and they lost and went down that way. And then 15, same thing. They beat Jameis. You 1-0, but this is different. This is a different feeling. This is a different everything because after what happened last year, you got the number 1 pick now, new plate, new pieces coming together. I think if they win on Sunday, since they've moved here, it would be a top 5 win.
Because it's the number 1 overall pick. It's his
everything.
First, yeah.
Everything come together, everything happening. What the team has been through, the coaching change. Is Callahan the right guy for the fit? New GM coming in after the disaster that Rand Carthon was. Is this it? I'm telling you, I think it might be a top 5 win for this franchise because now you see everything that's come together, and I think that's how important this game is on Sunday.
I agree with you. I think it takes some heat off Callahan. I think it takes some heat off just the organization in general. I think it gives a fan base that went through a 3-14 season last year and has just suffered the last few years, gives them something to be excited about. And it just kind of changes everybody's mentality, including the players on the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, guys that kind of have a chip on their shoulder right now. Now, I think it makes them hungry. I hope that it makes them hungrier for more. But I just, even though I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, I think that it just changes the mindset in a positive way.
Here's what would be an ideal a week from now. Let's talking about the Rams play the Texans, right? Mm-hmm. Say Stafford hasn't played in the preseason.
No,
bad back.
And as Tim and we discussed yesterday, people that used to have a bad back.
Right.
Right.
So Texans lose, Stafford doesn't play, and the Titans win. Because the Rams come here next week with no Stafford, beat up for playing the Texans. Titans are fired up after the momentum from there. Anything can happen. I mean, that's ideal of thinking what can go forward. But take care of business Sunday and Mile High and try to figure out what this team is, how you are, and go out. Nobody expects you to win. Was it 8.5 the spread now?
Yeah.
Nobody expects you to win except 53 guys in the locker room and a coaching staff. What's all you need? It's all you need to win.
If Stafford does not play, you'll either see Jimmy Garoppolo or Stetson Bennett.
Did Bennett take 100% of the snaps? I thought I read that this morning.
Because I think Garoppolo had something going on too.
So you had Stetson Bennett took 100% of the snaps in preseason for the Rams. It's crazy that they did not bring anybody else in, but they maybe felt like Stafford's going to be there and ready to go. And Stafford is, I'm not going to tell you his age because we got a game coming up in a little bit. You're going to guess quarterbacks' ages.
All right.
It's different than our celebrity birthdays, which is the best segment in radio. We love celebrity birthdays, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
It is.
The best one, right?
The people that don't like it play along too.
Exactly, with all that. But we have a game. You're going to guess the age of starting quarterbacks in the National Football League. But it's just there's a lot at stake on Sunday. That Broncos defense is really good. You're playing a really fired up crowd. They feel like this could be a Super Bowl team in Denver this year. Go out and deflate it, man. Go out and deflate that on Sunday and make him like, oh, my God, we weren't as good as everybody thought we were.
So Adam in Portland takes umbrage, I think is the proper way to say it, with what you just said. A top 5 win in 26 years, regular season game, and you just said we got thumped previously after going 1-0, contradicting yourself. Not a top 20 win, but would be nice. Top 5 is absurd.
How am I contradicting myself? I just said what happened. I said don't temper your expectation what happened in
Based
14
on
and 15.
right.
You went 1-0, and then you catered after that. You craved after that. This is different.
Yeah.
You got the number one pick. Your franchise is in chaos right now. In 2014, you weren't in chaos because you came off a 13 season when you were 9-7.
You got was 14 the first year with Mariota?
No, 15
was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. And it was like everybody was feeling good. It was just that was when I think, and it took some time. People started realizing how bad Wisenhunt was.
Yeah, 15. I would tell you, the 2015 opener is up there. I think that's a top 20 win for this Titans franchise because you beat the number one overall team on the road. It's what you do after going on. But in the middle of that, in the midst of that game, that was an important win for the team.
Was that Pittsburgh?
Tampa.
Okay.
The next week they lost to I forget who it was. Week 2. It might have been Manziel again in Cleveland.
Maybe.
On like that. But no,
Tampa was 2015.
Correct. Kansas City was 14.
Okay. All right. That's
so Adam, before you could take umbrage all day, but tell me why this would not be a big win. At the state of the franchise right now, you're coming off the number one pick. Nobody gives you a chance. They think you're as bad as the Saints are, and you go and you beat a team that people think might win the AFC West and go to the Super Bowl. Get out of here.
Yeah, look, I
nonsense.
I see what he's saying. I see what you're saying and tend to. I don't know. It's hard. I'd have to think back the top 5 wins currently of all time. I mean, is the miracle one because of how it ended?
I think so. Because it catapulted them to the Super Bowl.
I would say, all right, no particular order. These are just the first that are coming to mind. The 60-yard field goal by Rob Baronis to beat Indy because Indy had been daddy to that point. That was pretty big.
06?
So I'd put that in 06 in there. I would say the Baltimore beating Baltimore in the playoffs 19 beating New England in 19. I mean those are both considered.
Yep.
So that was so there's 2. What was another one? That win in Kansas City when it was like -2.
Is that the suck up long field goal?
Yeah.
It's a big win. I don't put it up there. I put the playoff game. When Kelsey got his bell rung.
Yeah.
That's up there. You could go back. Where's oh my gosh. I always think the first game when they beat the Bengals at Adelphia is one of the biggest wins up there. And I think I'm telling you, look at the state of the franchise right now, Adam, and see what a win would do for this team. Where you are right now with all the new pieces and the number one pick in Cam Moore, what can you do? And is Callahan the right guy? And a new GM and all the pieces moving in there and nobody giving you a shot in hell to win the game. I mean, there's a large swath of eras where there's not any signature wins.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not.
And that's been the problem.
I mean, I'm talking to Terry McCormick the other day. He's in top 5 plays all time in Titans history, and you run down, there's some big plays that happen and games and moments that happen, but game wins, these are huge that went on. And I think this is going to be up there.
I think because one, I think if they win, then the national pundits that never talk about the Titans, that bother some people because they never talk about the Titans, we'll talk about the Titans.
Absolutely.
Because the number 1 overall pick won his first game.
Go online and read what people are talking about the Broncos. That's the Broncos is the sweet team to upset Kansas City and get to the Super Bowl in the AFC. I mean, a lot of people are talking about that. How great Sean Payton is and Bo Nix and what he's done. And that defense, that's a 3-tier defense that you can't get past and all this and on and on and on. Beat them all that. Shut up. Yeah. Nobody thinks you can win on Sunday.
All right. So here's what Adam throws these out there. Music City Miracle, Colts, Jags, Ravens. Which ones? There's like
playoff game. I mean, the 99 playoff. That way, I get that.
Yeah. The Giants 21-0 Pac-Man game.
That's when Vince rallied. Remember Kiwanuka tackled Vince, and they didn't throw the flag.
McNair, Bennett in the end zone.
But that's not. Listen to me, Adam. Those are great wins. This win on Sunday, what it would do for the franchise. The game against the Giants in 06 was a great win. It's not a top 5 win. What did you do with that team that season? They went 8-8 in 06.
I look, I hear what you're saying.
Right. No,
I
Adam, those are all great moments in Titans history, but you win on this Sunday in Denver
you
against
can
the Super.
change. You can
Yes!
change a lot of things.
Now Callahan can get up there and beat his chest Sunday and say, look, believe in us. We told you all along we had something here. There's so much at stake for this team on Sunday that it's almost mind-boggling to think what all the positive things that come out of this.
And I think Callahan should beat his chest.
I would too. Absolutely.
There's a lot of chest beating going on lately. Some probably not warranted, but his would be good.
But you do it when you win Celebrity Birthdays, America's favorite game.
I do. Dr. Crane does too.
Right.
Which is good. We'll have that at the end of today's show at 2:45.
Once every leap year when I bang my chest.
So I'm looking, I was talking to Coach Mason about Vince Lombardi. I love old school football. Well, today Vince Lombardi passed away on this day in 1970.
Yeah.
You know how old he was when Vince Lombardi passed away? He had cancer. He left the Packers, went to the Redskins.
52.
Oh, he's good for you. 57.
57.
I mean, he looked 80.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the way it is back there. It's my age. I'm looking at me at Vince Lombardi. I'm about to turn 57.
You're the Vince Lombardi of this station.
I don't think I'm a winner. I'm a complainer, but that's all right there.
We'll continue this discussion a little bit later in the show, but I have a college football topic/question for all of you. Something that I thought about on the way in today. I was listening to Next Man Up and kind of sparked this. I'll explain it coming up next. Chasing Big Joe live at MTSU 102.5 The Game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game, live at MTSU here at the football facility at Floyd Stadium. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. And I would love to hear people's thoughts on this question. Okay. And that is, I heard Jake and Corey, they were talking college football and everything going on at Alabama right now. And obviously, Kalen DeBoer probably does not need to go in any public establishments in Tuscaloosa at this point.
Right.
But it got me thinking. You look at the program there at Alabama, and I know DeBoer never was on the staff, never coached with Saban, but then you look at other programs with coaches that have been coaches under Nick Saban, and I got to thinking about the standard. There's always this discussion about the standard that Nick Saban has and what he expects of his coaches and all of that stuff. Why doesn't the standard seem to work anywhere else?
That's a great question.
It only seems to work for Nick Saban. I'm not just talking about winning. I understand Kirby Smart has 2 national championships at Georgia, but how many of his players are we talking about having off the field stuff? And I'm not saying Nick Saban didn't have that,
right?
But it didn't seem like it was a lot. So that standard that Saban had at LSU or Michigan State before that, or Alabama, why doesn't it seem to translate other places?
It's a great question. Zig Ziglar wrote some great books about emulating success and leaders and all those things that go on. It's great to put it in writing, but to execute that is something else. For example, when Alabama won the national championship over Texas in 2009 season, it was at the Rose Bowl. They got done at 2:30 in the morning when I was 2:45 from a coach that was there. They had a staff meeting. I think it was at 8 o'clock, 5-6 hours after they'd cleaned up. And it was like, why? He's like, Saban, we're weeks behind on recruiting. We need to start now. They just won the national championship. That goes into what you're saying about how he approached things and why he did things. So why does that not work for Butch Jones at Arkansas State or Kiffin at Ole Miss?
Yeah.
I mean, it's working a little bit for Sarkisian at Texas, but you're at Texas, right? That's the $1 million question, is to emulate the success. Well, if I make guys accountable and have them here at 7 o'clock in the morning and I run practice the same way, it's not. That's a great question. Why don't people with Belichick when he did the Patriots the same way? There's success right in front of you. I can copy your game plan, your practice plan. I can see how you do personnel things, but that's a $1 billion question. If we could do that in all aspects of life, we'd all be massively successful, but we can't.
Right.
And I don't know why.
Robert says it's the person. And maybe that's it. But, I mean, is Nick Saban, and I guess the stats speak for themselves, but is he really the only one capable of running that kind of program, or program, as he likes to say?
Well, Urban Meyer won 2 national titles at Florida in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 titles in 6 years, 2 national titles in 6 years.
Yeah, but again, it's more than just that. He also had some bad people on his teams. I mean, and I know that
no team has got choir
Saban's not
boys.
perfect,
right?
But I mean, you didn't hear a lot of that stuff with Alabama. Is what I'm saying. There's just this different. It's the standard. That's what they always call it. Like, and I know Mike Tomlin likes to say the standard is the standard, but I just feel like there was always something different with Saban. He left Alabama in a great spot, and DeBoer comes in, who didn't forget how to coach overnight. Like, he's a good coach, but for whatever reason, it hasn't translated yet.
He's already lost to 4 unranked teams.
I think he's 5-5 in his last 10 games. Like, I think that's his record, right? In his last 10.
Well, and Rexford knows more about this than any of us do, but like in Michigan State, when there's a rumor that when Saban left Michigan State, the LSU job, he sent a plane, and Joe, if you're listening, please weigh in on this. He sent a plane back to Lansing and said, hop on the plane, whatever coach wants to come. And I think only one coach, is it Bobby Robinson? And Joe, again, correct me if I'm wrong, came back. Only the coaches couldn't wait to get away from him. Could not wait nobody wanted to go with him. So he goes to LSU and he gets a staff of Jimbo, Derek Dooley, Will Muschamp, Kirby Smart. Was Kirby at LSU? I'm not sure if he was, but those guys with him. He built
So what was his first year?
2000. And they beat Tennessee in a great game at Baton Rouge that year, which was unbelievable. Might have been an overtime game in 2000. But look at his assistant coaches. The ability for Nick Saban to hire the right people is fantastic.
Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks, Jimbo Fisher. Running back, special teams, Michael Haywood. Offensive line, Rick Trickett.
Yes.
Wide receiver, Stan Hickson. Tight ends, Derek Dooley. Defensive coordinator, Phil Elmasian. Imagine.
I called him Phil Grand.
Okay. Linebacker, Sal Sunseri. Defensive line, Pete Jenkins. Mel Tucker with defensive backs. Freddie Kitchens was a GA. Adam Gase was a GA.
Those are some really, really good coaches. And I think Muschamp came in maybe 01. I thought Muschamp was on that staff. So you built
2001.
up. Yeah, so he was on that 2001 staff.
He was the linebackers coach on that staff. George Yarno took over offensive line. Muschamp took over linebackers. Charlie Harbison was DBs. Scott Cochran was a GA. Jay Rogers was a GA.
His ability to hire the right people is probably unmatched. It's all over. Cristobal was one of his offensive line coaches at at Alabama. But seeing that what he did, he just gets guys to believe in him. The fact that no Michigan State coaches wanted to go with him, and it's demanding. You willing to put in the work? He talks about it all the time. Are you willing to sacrifice for success? Most people aren't.
Right. And I think that's part of it. Mike in Lebanon says, when people believe in you, they give their best.
100%. 100%.
9355. I think it's the consistency of having an elite level of discipline from top to bottom, day to day. When you allow your standard to lower, you create a new standard.
Yep.
2636 or Viking Matt. It's the person and how they relate to the player. Look at John McKay. Pete Carroll has the same factor.
Tyler Lockett, we had on the show from camp, loves Pete Carroll for what he did for him off the field, like the way he cared about him.
Yeah, 100%. Weston Hermitage, why in the hell is Alabama ranked above UT currently? It makes zero sense to me. I know it's week 2, but come on now, and I'm not a big UT fan. Also, I know Vanderbilt is not in the top 25, but I can't seem to figure out what their current ranking is. Do either of y'all know? They didn't get votes for the top 25.
That's fine.
So I'm not.
I think Clark Lee cares.
No.
I love Clark Lee. The fact he's like, we don't care that we're in the top 20. We don't care. You talk about it. We're going to go out and win games. Love it. He was on a DVD the other day and loved listening to him about their approach to this game and what people still don't believe in him. He said, that's fine. We can go out and win games and prove you wrong. We have the opportunity to do that.
I think kind of going along this topic, there are certain people in college football that are giddy over Alabama having the misfortunes that they have had.
Right. It's a great question.
Is that the same kind of thing as when the Patriots would have misfortune?
Mm-mm.
Or is it something different?
Yeah. So the question is, why are people so happy that Alabama is in misery right now? It's seriously. I think with the NFL, it's different kind of thing. With college, it's deeper. It's in your roots. So we asked a question now, and he could let us know. Why are people so happy when Alabama football is in misery?
Amen to that. We will discuss that much more coming up next. 615-737-1025. Live at MTSU today. Our college football game of the week is Michigan taking on Oklahoma this Saturday at 6:30. It's on Sports Talk 8:30, presented by Twin Peaks Restaurant and Circus Sportsbook in Kentucky. You can also listen on the Game Nashville app and at thegamenashville.com. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. There you go. Dr. Crane's feeling it today. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Wednesday. Before we continue, I have to ask this very important question. How was Nani's birthday?
Yes.
It was great. She, when I got home, I thought she'd be feeling a little yucky. She felt phenomenal yesterday. So,
Because she knew her Nikki was coming to see her.
Indeed. So, yeah, had a little bit of my mom's been making this espresso cheesecake, and the longer it sits, the more flavor that's in it. So she made it on Sunday. So we were yesterday digging into that for her birthday, and today's my brother's birthday. So happy birthday to my older brother Tony. So
happy birthday, Tony.
We're backing this up. An espresso cheesecake?
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
I mean, that just sounds wonderful.
It's light, airy. It's almost like a mousse in a roundabout way, but it's unbelievable.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I'll see if I can bring a small espresso cheesecake to work one day.
Well, yeah. What would it take to us to order from Mama Frazier a espresso cheesecake? God, that sounds so good.
I'm sure there's be a decent price tag. A small one, that is. I mean, she'd probably just make it for fun.
Because I'm telling you, espresso martinis, one time I had like 16 of those in Key West, and it was the best. So I can only imagine the cheesecake being better than that.
Yeah, you probably started spelling martini backwards, didn't you?
It was a fun evening, let's put it that way. Hey-o. But good job. All right, so our question is, why are people so giddy when Alabama football is in misery? A friend of mine sent me a note earlier. It's like, because I hate people who love Alabama. I was like, okay, well, sure, whatever. But
it says, let's see, 6727 got sick of hearing Roll Tide. Now they should be called Flat Tide.
Oh, got him.
Andrew says, wait long enough and it'll be blue cheesecake. Talking about the
oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it's just people are tired of it. I mean, when you have a program that wins at such a clip, that's people get it just like, unless you're a fan of that team, then you love it. I've never experienced that. I mean, I was too young when the Cowboys won, but I mean, I remember 95, but like the first two, I don't really remember.
Yeah, and that's
I just remember liking the Cowboys.
I mean, if I'm a fan of a team, I there's a video. I don't know if you saw the night when LSU beat Clemson. An LSU fan went overboard and was flipping the bird at a Clemson fan.
Yeah,
and that Clemson fan just
choked him out.
Yeah, choked him out. I'm not to that level, but I mean, if your team wins, that's fine. But know that when your team loses, like I've got some dear friends who are Alabama fans, and they're all into their feelings now. I'm like, it happens. Welcome back to the world. It happens.
Yeah.
And you got to take the good with the bad. But a lot of people, and I don't think there's another college football team that when they're miserable, fans love it. Now, there's a lot of people who don't like Tennessee football.
Sure.
When Tennessee's bad, they like that. But I think Alabama's at the top, and I think Tennessee's up there. Not up the top, but they're up there. That when they're bad, they like to make fun of their fan base. That's what happens.
So I have kind of looked at Twitter. I'm going to be honest. I've been staying off Twitter for my mental health,
which you should,
which I should, but because it's a cesspool. But has Vol's Twitter been overly excited about Bama's loss, or have they been more focused on Nico and the win on Saturday?
You like ask rhetorical questions?
Yeah,
they're very happy. Alabama,
yeah, okay,
they're very happy.
Good
that Alabama's losing. Auburn fans are next level, and you should be.
Yeah.
I mean, for Auburn, that football, that was the perfect weekend. You smashed Baylor, who people thought you were going to lose to, and then Alabama loses to your former coach and Gus Malzahn, which is just great. So, yeah, people when Alabama are bad, they love it.
Didn't Tuberville have some sort of, now that he's a senator, didn't he have some sort of
Trump
yesterday?
said something yesterday about moving the National Command Center to Huntsville, and we won't talk about the football coach. And yeah, he said something like Alabama. I mean, good.
And Tuberville was like, Auburn won.
Yeah. And that's funny. We all like that. It's football.
Yeah.
But Alabama fans, I mean, just reading some of the stuff down in Alabama right now is just, I mean, they're beyond themselves because they don't understand this.
Jay from Laverne says, nothing good lasts forever.
That's from a good movie too, man. Nothing good lasts forever.
What is that from?
Yeah, right. Nothing lasts forever. Oh man, what is that?
Help us out. 615-737-1025. That is from something.
Somebody sent me you never saw the movie Taps, right? If you never saw the movie Taps with Tom Cruise, Timothy Hutton, Sean Penn, it is a fantastic movie. At the end scene, Cruise loses his mind and he's shooting troops and he's in this thing, and then they run in to stop him. He says, "It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful." And somebody said that's about how it feels about Alabama football lose. Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I don't get that deep into it, but others do. And if you do, that's fine. And you celebrate that Alabama is losing.
Brian says, I think we all know a Bama fan and the arrogance they've had for years. They can be some of the most annoying people. To now see them in misery is great. Maybe now the Vols will follow and hit rock bottom. Then it will be a perfect world. Brian, I'm curious what team you're a fan of.
Right, yeah.
You a Vandy fan or are you LSU? Like, I'm curious.
I don't know any Vandy fans that talk a lot of junk.
Well, we don't really have a lot of room, so we don't.
I mean, even after the Alabama
last year,
game.
yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of there was probably a little bit of strutting last year, and rightfully so.
It should be. I suppose after the Alabama game, but it wasn't like overall, like all of them to a person, to a man or woman, or like just bombarding people. Kind of like, we'll do it. But I mean, I would. You beat Alabama, number one team in the country. You would take forever to shut me up.
That's a really good. Yeah, they just don't. I think they just take the wins as they come, and they're excited about them, and they should be.
Yeah.
Brian says anchor down. There you go. I like
there you go, Brian.
Robert says, I don't know if we should make it. I shouldn't joke on this, but Crisis Hotline is working overtime for Bama fans right now.
I'm telling you, they are. I mean, you listen to Feinbaum's show and they call in, and
Feinbaum,
they love it.
After that loss, him tweeting out the phone number was pretty well done. I was pretty impressed. I laughed at that. Wes in Clarksville says, seeing Bama lose is like seeing the Patriots Brady dynasty end.
Which, thanks to the Tennessee Titans, that dynasty ended on a cold January, or is it December? That was January.
Yeah. Kevin from Hendersonville, I would also put the current state of Georgia fans in this category if it's Alabama fans that we're talking about.
I don't know. Like the guy said earlier, we all know that one Alabama fan that drives us crazy. I don't know that many Georgia fans. I mean, they're out there. I understand that. And, you won in 21 and 22, but I don't know overall a lot of those fans.
Robbie Stanley says, I hope they lose every game from now to eternity. I'm sure you do.
Right.
Dr. Crane has done his research and said it was from Avengers Age of Ultron. Scarlett Johansson said it. I think there may be another movie too.
Yeah, because I've never seen any of those nerd movies y'all watch. Not one. I ain't wasting the time. Like, I worked with a guy who came in to work when, true story, I guess Iron Man died in one of these.
Yeah, he did.
He came in and this guy, grown man, cried in the sports office at Channel 4 that Iron Man died. And I was
Why
like,
would you put Justin Beasley on blast like that? Did he have a shirt on when he did it?
No. And I was like, all right. He said, I can't believe they killed off Iron Man. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. At least Tony Stark lived a good life, right? Or whatever it is. And, nothing lasts forever. God, what is that from?
There's another one. There's definitely another one. 615-737-1025. DJ has a comment on the Blue Raiders. DJ, what's up?
Guys, good afternoon. Guys, I've been a Blue Raider supporter for 35 years, and that was the worst loss since I've been watching. And I don't know what the answer is. We've had in our 4 major programs, we've had one coach leave for a better opportunity, and that was Kermit Davis. We've got a president that's been there 30 plus years, athletic director that's been there 25 plus years or longer. No one leaves, no one gets fired. It's like we're just there to get a paycheck, and I just feel like until things change, nothing's going to change. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the call, DJ. I understand that frustration. I think some things have changed. I mean, Derek Mason's in his second year. You change football coaches. Rick Stockstill was here for how long?
From 06, 18 years.
18 years. So you made that change, and that was a pretty significant change. We're sitting in a facility that, to be honest with you, when I was a student here, never thought I'd see.
Never.
And so change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes money, it takes support. And so I think that's a part of it. Now, you have every right to be frustrated.
Derek Mason is.
We had Derek Mason on an hour ago. He was frustrated about that. So I think what has to happen now is you have to have that opportunity to respond, and you have to regroup. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, pull it all together and you'll go beat Wisconsin. But I think you'd like to see a different mentality and a different team show up against Wisconsin. And I think you will see that.
I don't think nobody's happy. I mean, he's not happy. Mason's
losing
not happy.
Sucks.
It does. Nobody's happy down here.
Mike Vrabel said that very passionately one time in a press conference, and it was spot on.
Yeah.
Losing sucks.
I mean, they got their butt kicked by Austin Peay. I mean, we all saw it. Hell, I saw every play in that game Saturday night, and Coach Mason, it's frustrating. It's embarrassing. Everything goes on. Nobody's hiding from that. Nobody's making excuses at all. They got their butt kicked. That's it. Bottom line. Now, as he said, look, now we got 11 more opportunities to show that we can play football. We got there and get something done. That's what they'll do. But I understand the frustration 100%. I understand it because there's a lot of things preseason hype that felt good, and you didn't get it done on Saturday night. Now you go out and you get it done. What did he say? I can't get the Austin Peay game back. That's what Mason said.
Yep.
That's over and done with. You move on and try to figure it out from that moment on.
615-737-1025. You have something fun.
Yes,
I
do.
Fun. We do fun things on the show, so let's do something fun coming up next.
Yeah, it's if I find it here, don't go anywhere. Hold on, that's a T. Let me tease it for you. Hold on now. Let me find it. You wrote it down. Where is it? Hold on, there it is. Oh, okay, it is. I love this. It is the all-time NFL Week 1 winning percentage. What all 32 NFL franchises, how they fared in Week 1. It's good and it's bad if you're a Titans fan, and I'll explain.
On September 18th, Tim McGraw will be performing at Trinetics Rock the Cradle in Nashville. It's a meaningful event supporting newborns and moms at Ascension St. Thomas Midtown. Get your tickets now at rockthecradlenashville.org. It's Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Thought of.
Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Wednesday. We're on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University, having a great time.
It's funny. Sorry, this whole movie quote thing now is taking us down a different way of who said movie quotes and all those stuff that goes with it. It's funny how we just go down a road, man. Like, take it right, Chase.
People are sending us quotes. Greg Pogue sent one from Marilyn Monroe. Nothing lasts forever, so live it up, drink it down, laugh it off, avoid the drama, take chances, and never have regrets, because at the point, everything you did was exactly what you wanted. And I
very appropriate.
Think I needed that one more than I realized right now, but it's very true.
What do you think is the top movie quote line of all time? Voted on by critics, audiences, studios, actors. The number one movie quote of all time.
Okay. Here's looking at you, kid.
That's a good one, Chaser. That is number 5.
That's
Humphrey
Casablanca.
Bogart, Casablanca. Dr. Crane, you want to throw a guess?
I mean, the Dumb and Dumber quote comes to mind, so you're telling me there's a chance.
That did not make it. Should be top 5, but it's not. I will tell you that number 2 is a quote from your favorite Italian movie.
Really? The Godfather.
And what does Marlon Brando say?
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
My man. That's number 2. So what is the number 1 movie quote of all time, according to...
I feel like it would have been Casablanca. But
this one, when I say it, you'll be like, oh, okay. But you were good. You hit number 5.
All right, let me think. Hang on. All right, number 1 of all time.
Is it also from The Godfather? Leave the gun, take the cannolis?
It is not. It is not, but nice. Because we're thinking of the line.
Adam in Portland may have it. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Nope.
Really?
And that is not even in the top 10. That's a good one. Probably should be a top
one.
3.
No, I think it should be.
Oh, this is good. These are some lines you forgot about.
All right, now they're all coming in. Gambling is illegal at Bushwood, sir, and I never slacks.
That's a great one.
Go ahead, make my day.
That is number 6.
Randy said that. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. That's a good one. I'll be back.
That is not in the top. I'm going to go give you the top 15.
Hang on. I'll have what she's having.
That is not.
Hang on. Let me read some of these.
Okay.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Not in the top 15.
I mean, these are say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend. Hold on. Let's see here. That is not in there.
Need a bigger boat. We're going to need a bigger boat.
God, these are all good. Keep them coming. Hold on. Need a bigger boat is not in the top 15. We still need number 1.
A ton of people are saying I'll be back. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Ding, ding, ding. That's the number 1 movie.
That was the one I was trying to think. Sylvia in Clarksville. There you go.
Good job, Sylvia. Clark Gable, 1939. What's the character's name?
Clark Gable, Gone with the Wind. Oh, what is his name? Because it was such a big deal that he said damn.
It's name of Robbie Stanley's brother.
Name of it. Ryan?
The other one.
I'm blanking. I'm sorry, Rob.
Rhett Butler.
Rhett Butler. Yeah. Rhett. That's right.
But these are
great. Okay. I'll be back. Gino, I'll censor this one. Yippee-ki-yay, mother flower.
did not make the top 15.
DK and Mount Juliet. Well, we're waiting.
Nope, did not make it. It's a good one.
Killing Me Smalls.
No, not in there.
Really?
Let me see.
Skylar says, I wake up in the morning and piss excellence.
In the top 16, there are no comedies. So these are all like serious movie quotes.
May the force be with you.
Number 8.
Okay.
From Han Solo in 1960. Oh, I didn't know he said that. All right. I thought others said that, but they credited the Han Solo.
Yeah. Jeff, they've won the biggest championship, the championship of life.
That's retired to the rafters.
Give me the top 15.
All right, number 15, E.T. Phone Home.
Okay.
Number 14 for the Maltese Falcon is The Stuff That Dreams Were Made Of from
Yep.
Sam Spade. Number 13 from the movie Love Story. I'm going to throw it out there and see if you get Love Story. What's the quote? From Ali McGraw and Ryan O'Neal.
I don't think I've ever seen Love Story.
Well, you didn't miss anything. Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Oh, that is a good one.
Number 12 all-time quote is from Apocalypse Now, Robert Duvall. I say it all the time.
From Apocalypse. I just watched that not long ago.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yet.
Number 11 from Cool Hand Luke. Struther Martin said this line.
Just say it.
What we have here is a failure.
To communicate.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, now we get to the top 10. Top 10 was a movie with Jodie Foster in it and Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster.
The movie's called Taxi Driver.
Oh, you talking to me?
Attaboy, Chaser.
I know you're not talking to me.
All right, number 9. I've never heard this one. Fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy night from All About Eve and Betty Davis.
I've heard that. I have heard that.
Number 7. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. That is Gloria Swanson in Sunset Boulevard. Number 6, go ahead and make my day from Sudden Impact. Number 5, here's looking at you, kid. Humphrey Bogart and Casablanca. Number 4, from The Wizard of Oz. What do you think it is?
There's no place like home.
Close.
If I only had a brain. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Attaboy, Chaser. That's number 4. Number 3, which is a great line from Marlon Brando and On the Waterfront. You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am. It's great. It's a sad movie, but it's really good. Number 2, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Number 1, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That is very good. So I'm going to tell you one of my famous stories that I've never told you before. And you're going to go, why haven't you told this before? So when my dad was probably younger than me, he lived out in California for a couple of years. And I don't remember how, but he got to be friends with Marlon Brando's son.
Okay, Christian?
Yeah. And they'd hang out and everything. And he got to meet Marlon on a few occasions. And he learned that Marlon, you would see him in a lot of scenes where he'd have a jacket on and he would kind of hold the jacket open. Right. He would have his script where if he'd forget a line, he could look
right
and remind him of a line.
Whatever it takes, man. I'm surprised that James Bond is at 22.
I'm surprised that the Few Good Men is not on there.
That comes in at number 29.
Okay, 29.
Yeah.
So what now? Okay, now I want to know what's above it.
Number 28, Play It Again, Sam from Casablanca.
Yeah.
Number 27, which he ad-libbed, Dustin Hoffman. I'm walking here. Walking here.
Yep.
Number 26, Why Don't You Come Up and See Me Sometime? That's from Mae West. Number 25, from
Casablanca probably has a few.
Oh, it's got like 4 or 5. Rod Tidwell comes in at number 25.
Show me the money.
That's right. I'm trying. 21. A census taker wants to, and this leads into national. What day is it? Because I looked earlier. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Is that from Silence of the Lambs?
Yes, sir, it is. I'm trying to find the first comedy in all of this.
The Casablanca one that I'm thinking of is like We'll Always Have Paris, or We'll Always have
Play It Again, Sam. Lewis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yep.
See, that's all I can see right now.
He said it's at the very end. He said, "Well, we'll always have," and I can't remember. I think it's Paris, but
I'll Have What She's Having is at number 33.
That's a good one.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. 35 comes in. I'll Be Back. 37.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yeah, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I See Dead People at 44.
That's a good one.
Where's one more? Oh, my mama said Life's Like a Box of Chocolates is at 40.
Never know what you're going to get.
Number 39, the movie that gets me every time. If you build it, he will come.
Yep.
That's what I said to Panda Express in Donaldson. Said, if you build that, I will come see you.
Yeah, we'll continue. This is great. We've gone down a Chasing Big Joe rabbit hole.
This is so good.
I mean, the text line is blowing up. I don't even remember what you were going to say, list you were going to give. But we'll do that coming up next. Chasing Big Joe here at MTSU. Dr. Crane is back at the Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Game Nashville Studios, home of the $99 yearly Beehive. Membership with a buzz is always about great service. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, the game at MTSU. another one of our great partners. The Commodores will travel to Blacksburg to take on Virginia Tech this Saturday. Pre-game at 5, kickoff at 6:30. Vandy is brought to you by Gary Force Acura and Smoky Mountain Tops. So the Commodores looking to go 2-0 to start the season on Saturday. On my Twitter feed, you'll love this. Look what just popped up. The return of the wing tee. I guess that's with the Chiefs and Marv Levy.
Oh, wow. That's right. He coached there in the mid-'80s. That's right. He did do that.
Yep.
Continuing the list, and we won't spend all day on this, but it's fun. The people ask me, where's the Caddyshack quote? It's at 92. The Cinderella story out of nowhere, former groundskeeper, former greenskeeper. My bad. About to become master. That's at 92.
That's a good one.
Carl Spackler. So not many comedy lines have made.
Yeah, because I wonder what the criteria is, like how quotable it is. I mean,
like I thought, like here's Johnny.
Yeah,
from The Shining would be like a top 10. That comes in at 68.
Steve wants to answer our question of the day for calling a game. Steve, what's up?
Hey guys, love your show. I had to jump off of it for last hour, but do you remember in Outlaw Josie Wales? I always loved the line too, where the bounty hunter is hunting him down, and Josie sees him and goes, "You be a bounty hunter," and the bounty hunter says, "Man's got to do something for a living."
Yes.
And
yeah.
Josie Wales says, "Well, dying ain't much of a living, boy."
That is a good one.
I love to hear Joe Fisher, man. I miss him. I thought he was great at calling ball games, basketball, all of it. I really, really love to hear him call games.
That's a good one.
Well,
Joe,
he's still doing. He does MTSU women's basketball and does a great job.
I didn't know that. Okay,
Yes.
good. That's good to hear.
Yep.
All right, guys, keep it up. Y'all are great.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate the support. 9055 says, "Where is all right, for days of confused." And what about, do we give up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, that's actually made the list. Hold on. Animal. Yeah. Number
Germans?
82. And it's the Toga speech at 82. He comes in. So, yeah, John Blutarski.
Forget it. He's rolling.
Comes in right there. And, like Yo Adrian comes in at 80. I mean, think about these lines. I mean, I love to write, but you think about when you write something like that, I mean, is it going to have the pop culture impact that you think it, hope it does,
right,
and maybe has? You just never know, man.
Well, and it's also about who delivers it. Like 9055 also says, just a bit outside. I mean, Harry Doyle, you say, like, everybody knows the whole thing, just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
How about this one? There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, Hanks delivers that perfectly.
To Gina Davis?
No, it was the
Gina
blonde.
Davis is in the movie.
Yeah, it's in there. It's the blonde. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Bob Uecker had so many quotable lines in Major League.
Yep.
One hit. We've got one GD hit. You can't say that. No one's listening.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So there's not many sports on there. It's a lot of the really serious ones. And I'm trying to find the most current one that shows up on the list of top 100 quotes. And the one is "I'm King of the World" comes in at 100. That's in 97. 2002.
What is that? What's that from?
Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
Your movie you like, My Precious. That's in 2002. So there's not many that crack the 2000 timeline on this top list of quotes of all time. And there's some quotes movies I never heard of that'll make this. Number 49, Frankenstein. It's alive.
It's alive. Wes and Herman, it says, am not a famous person, but a not famous person I would love to hear broadcast a Titans game is somebody very deserving of the opportunity. Myself. Wes, I hope that happens for you one day.
Wes, I told you, you have to. There are high schools that would love to have you come out and call a high school game. They would love to have you. Go out and go get with a high school and say, "Can I call your game this week?" Get to know the kids. Mike Keith and I had this conversation years ago. Always be grounded somehow, some way to high school football. If you're an announcer, you love sports, you cover it, find out some way to be grounded to high school football. Chase calls the games on Friday night. I go do Fox 17 high school football because it's important. It's pure. It's genuine. Find a way to be grounded to high school football.
It's my escape.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. Tommy says, "What about keep the change, you filthy animal? Happy New Year."
That should be in there as well.
Yeah.
But Dr. Crane, I'm with you, man. What's the Dumb and Dumber quote that you wanted? Yeah, so you tell me there's
So
a
you're
chance.
telling me there's a chance.
Yeah, that one.
Didn't it should be on the list there. There should be a pop culture top 100 that gets on there.
I kind of now want to go watch Casablanca.
I saw a few more on there too.
Here's
As
looking
well.
at you kids.
Here's looking at you, kid. Casablanca, Streetcar Named Desire makes that. Do you know the quote from Mommy Dearest? If you know the quote from Mommy Dearest, text in 615-737-1025. It's a great movie about Joan Crawford. It's a great movie.
Is this one all there? Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
What is that? Is that from
That's Casablanca.
Casablanca. It's not on here. I don't yeah, it is. We'll always have Paris.
Yeah, we'll always
43.
have Paris, that one. Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yep.
But no, of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
Number 32, Round Up the Usual Suspects from Casablanca. Number 28, play it again, Sam. Casablanca. You're right, man. 20, Lewis. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, Casablanca. Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Let's call the Belcourt. We're going to have a movie showing of Casablanca.
It's called the Roxy down in Dixon.
Call the Roxy down in Dixon. That's right. Hello, Belinda. We're going to come down and we're going to watch Casablanca.
Yeah, that would be
I
awesome.
say that if you ever saw In Living Color where Jim Carrey does this impression of Ted Turner. So when Ted Turner bought all these movies, he colorized them.
Mhm.
And people lost their mind. They were crazy. Like, how could you do that? And Jim Carrey did this skit on In Living Color. He imitated Ted Turner and said, I bought Casablanca and I made it color. Why? Because I own it. It's one of the best impressions and skits of all time, man.
2:00 hour coming up next. We'll have Michelle Kennedy from the Nashville Predators. Tickets are going on sale. Single game tickets are going on sale for the Predators. She'll tell us more about that in the 2:00 hour. We'll get back into the Titans. You have
I got it.
the all-time week one winning percentage for every NFL team. We'll do that coming up next. Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Wednesday. We're live on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University at Floyd Stadium. It is raining here in Murfreesboro.
Pouring down rain.
Yeah. So it's never mind. It's amazing when we go down one of our rabbit holes how things blow up.
Right.
I mean, people are tweeting at us, texting us different movie quotes. Rocky Top Buck says, "I want my $2." Which one is that? That's on the.
Damn it, Rocky Top. I want my $2.
I want to say, is that like is that a Nicholson movie?
My $2. I'm thinking about where are the turtles, right, Nick?
Right.
Where are the chocolate turtles?
The turtles. Where are the turtles?
Oh yeah, Kalina, thank you, mommy dearest. No wire hangers. We don't need wire hangers. That's such a good quote. That's so iconic. I'm surprised more sports quotes are on there because we love sports quotes. I mean, Yo, Adrian. I mean, that's like the only sports, and Show Me the Money that have made the list.
All right. Speaking of,
Okay.
you have the win percentage of all-time week one, the all-time week one winning percentage for all 32 NFL teams.
All right. So who do you think has the worst opening day winning percent? What team, franchise, has the worst opening day winning percentage?
I will say either Cleveland or Detroit.
All right. Cleveland's at 30. All right. The Panthers at 32. Saints at 31. Your Tennessee Titans come in at 16. They are 32-32 all-time in week one games. 50%. Not bad. This begins their 65th year.
This is going to sound, and it's not meant to be a shot. It's going to sound like a shot at them. But I mean, that seems right because I feel like they've always kind of been right there in the middle.
Tie number one, all-time winning percentage week one.
Let me take a guess here.
There are two teams tied at number one.
See, I think this is harder because, like, you know, you want to say New England, but they were bad for a long time too.
New England's third. They have
They're
57% winning percentage.
Dallas.
Dallas is number one.
Okay.
They win 63% of their opening week games. Tied at number one with the Dallas Cowboys are the Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos.
Denver also wins 63% of their opening games, week one games. The Titans come in at 16 at 32-32 overall. The Broncos were 40-23-1. The Cowboys were 40-23-1. That happens there. Now, like the usual suspects are there, the Browns, the Cardinals, bringing up the rear, the Bucks, the Bengals. These are all teams that have been bad for the majority of their career. But the Texans are 11-11. Jags are at 50% as well. But the Broncos seem to do well on opening games.
And look, I think that goes back to what we were talking about in the first hour or the second hour, whenever it was, why it's important for the Titans to win this game because of what it can do. You know, I know it doesn't define the whole season, but it can.
I think
can help.
Nevada Josh sent us a text earlier about what it means to win the opening game and what it means to lose opening game. I think like if you lose the opening game, you fall into like the under 25% bracket that you make the playoffs. I mean, the numbers are what the numbers. I'm not a big stat guy, but the numbers are what the numbers are. We got the old what do you call it? The lift behind us back there working. So I mean,
we need a lift sometime.
We
I was
do
wondering if somebody
right?
did something to the sewage back there. I thought that was something with the plumbing.
I'm just backing up. The alarm's going off. What's happening?
Well,
there?
it is 2:00, so there's a lot of sewage being spilled.
So you see what happens when you win. That's why we talked earlier of why this game is so massively important for this franchise at this moment to go out and win, because all the things that have gone on the last year, 2 years basically, and to see what you can do. That's why this game, winning this game on Sunday, is paramount, man. Big time.
I do find like stats like that interesting. And then Bill Barnwell also had his playoff predictions I think he does this every year, but it's picking all 14 teams to make the playoffs. And then he has, the ones that are out. So the division winners, will they make it back? Kansas City, he says he has them winning the AFC West. The Buffalo Bills, he has them winning the AFC East. The Philadelphia Eagles, he has them winning the NFC East. Baltimore Ravens, he has them taking the North in the playoffs. Detroit, he has them as an NFC wildcard team this year. Houston Texans, out of the playoffs.
Okay.
According to Bill Barnwell. I was skeptical of the Texans last season, and while they managed to hold on to their division title and win a playoff game for the second consecutive year, I don't regret holding that opinion. The hype about the additions of, he goes on and on.
Well, then who wins it?
I'm getting there. I guess he's saying, all right. So he doesn't say that yet. Hang on, I'm getting there. Sorry.
Come on, Bill.
I lost my spot. Okay. And for the Rams, he had the Rams. He has them out of the playoffs for 2025. He has the Bucks out of the playoffs for 2025. Now he goes into wild card teams from last year. He has the Packers winning the NFC North this year. He has the Vikings out of the playoffs. He has the Chargers as an AFC wild card. He has the Broncos out of the playoffs.
Okay.
He has the Steelers in the playoffs as a wild card team.
All right.
Interesting. He has the Commanders out of the playoffs this year. Which long shots will make an unexpected trip to the postseason? He has the 49ers as the NFC West champions. For the AFC South champions, he has the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Throw that list away now. So, there's no way Jacksonville wins this division.
He has the Bears in the NFC wild card.
No.
He has the Falcons winning the NFC South.
No.
He has the Bengals in an AFC wild card. Okay. And then he has the Arizona Cardinals as an NFC wild card.
Good Lord. Was he drunk when he wrote this list? Cardinals are the most hapless franchise ever.
He has Packers Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
It's Super Bowl
2? 3.
2.
2. Yeah, 2.
No. 1.
1. Yeah, you're right. It is 1.
Packers and Chiefs. It was Packers and the Raiders were 2. Jets, Dolphins 3. Then 4 was the Chiefs beat
Colts.
I don't remember they beat in 4.
I think it might have been the Colts.
Damn it, Chase. They got me going to the Google machine now.
Because the Colts were, well, no, maybe not. So he has the Chiefs beating the Packers 24-17 in the Super Bowl.
But okay, I would like to see Kansas City get beat.
Sure. And I think that division's a lot better than people think.
I'm trying. Computer taking time to find things out on its own. Good. It's always fun. List of Packers defeated the Chiefs in the first Super Bowl. Before the 1970 merger, the Packers got it done. Beat those. I think that would be something to get them to the I'm sure Aaron Rodgers would hate that if the Packers get there, but Matt LaFleur would be there. Super Bowl 4 was Chiefs beat the Vikings.
Vikings, that's right.
We did the all-time list of the opening teams opening week. The Vikings are 4 and the Chargers are 8. Neither one of them have a Super Bowl. The Vikings not having a Super Bowl is something because that's a really good franchise, been really good throughout the years. Nothing to show for it. 0 for 4 in the Super Bowl.
I felt semi-bad for the Bills because they were featured in that documentary, the Cowboys documentary, quite a bit. Because it's just like they just ran into a buzzsaw and they thought they had it every year.
Well, they should have beat the Giants.
Yeah.
Should have. They missed the field goal. Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells game planning against the Super Bowl versus the Giants versus the Bills was because the Bills were doing the hurry up offense.
Yeah.
And so they said, we're going to just drain the clock. And they drained the clock and won the game. But the one they probably should have won, the Bills, That one and maybe the next year versus the Redskins, but the Cowboys were so good. And that game, the Super Bowl game, when Garth sang and Michael Jackson and the Rose Bowl and all that stuff, Cowboys were electric.
Which one was Jim Kelly out of?
I don't remember. None of them?
No, I thought, or no, maybe I'm thinking of I'm thinking of Hostetler.
Yeah, because Sims blew his Achilles out, maybe it might have been, and then Hostetler came in and played.
Well, Jim Kelly missed the playoff game against the Oilers because that was Frank Reich.
That's correct.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHonda.com. Speaking of the Cowboys, it's our NFL game of the week on 1025 The Game tomorrow night as the Cowboys take on the defending champ Philadelphia Eagles at 7:20. It is presented by Circus Sportsbook in Kentucky and Massaro in 12 South. Michelle Kennedy will join us at the bottom of the hour. It's Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game.
Hey guys, Big Joe here. Listen, anxiety and depression, we talk about them all the time. 2 words that can just wreck your life if you let them. And man, most of us, they say, lead lives of quiet desperation. But I'm telling you, it does not have to be that way. That is why we are so honored on the Chasing Big Joe show to be partnering with Unity Psychiatric Care, based right here in Middle Tennessee, to get you back on track and living the life. Out and talking to someone saved my life. I tell you all the time how important it is, and we want the same for you. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show. There, you will see a link for Unity Psychiatric Care, and they're based right here in Middle Tennessee, and start taking back your life. Or you can call 1-888-508-8002. That's 1-888-508-8002. 8002. And I'm telling you, help is just around the corner. We tell you all the time that our world is a better place because you are here. Please, let's take back your life now. Please know you do not have to go through any of this alone. Again, go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, click on the Unity Psychiatric Care link, and let the journey begin.
Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Wednesday at MTSU. We're at the Omni tomorrow. Proud sponsor of this here program. We'll be at Bar Lines. So looking forward to
Can't
that.
wait. Special guest tomorrow, right?
Maybe.
What's the tease?
Yep. Not confirmed yet, but maybe.
Shocker. Out of our hands.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Probably not.
I don't remember what I was. Oh, by the way, did you see? All right, this is what I was going to bring up. So SiriusXM has added new people to their. Go ahead. You okay?
Yeah.
SiriusXM has added new people to their lineup, including Rand Carthon.
Why? Let's do a segment how to dismantle a football team. And we've got an expert on that right now. It's going to Rand Carthon. Rand, wake up. What? Oh man.
Is he gonna have a is he gonna wear a hat that has a fake SiriusXM logo on it?
That is Buddy created. Yeah. Oh my god.
Look,
he's going.
look, good for him that he's doing media stuff. It's just like,
yeah.
Because look, he's not the only bad GM to do that.
What's the great Chris Rock line? If I talk about somebody, he's like, "Are they here? No? Well, then screw them." I get it, but I mean, what qualifications does he have? I mean, honestly,
What not to do?
what not to do?
I don't know.
Who to avoid? You know, they're walking in the hall over at Titans Center or whatever, and they'd see, you walk down a long hall, any job you're at, you're one-on-one, like, oh God. He probably saw Amy walk or Vrabel walking in the hallway. He's like, oh no, what's going on?
One of the things
here?
Mike's always says
I mean,
is that
I
the
don't
ball isn't
know.
round, so you don't know how it's going to bounce. And I don't think the ball bounced our way.
Look,
Oh,
all
God.
seriousness.
Uh-oh.
Look, we make fun and joke and everything, but I just want to know, when he walks into the SiriusXM studios, was there a crowd of people to greet him and give him a standing ovation?
Man.
Just what I want to know.
From a friend, I think it was his wife worked there, and it was like, what are we doing again? When Rand walked in the facility, everybody went crazy like
Yeah.
Mick Jagger's walking in. That was the alleged quote from a friend of mine's wife. It's like, why are we here again? They had no idea what was going on. If you go back and watch that whole thing of Rand Carthon walking into the building over there, oh, Amy, what were you doing that day? Who talked you into that, Amy? Who talked you into that?
The Bears did it with Ben Johnson.
I saw that. Just Vrabel's that guy, like, I'm just going to come in the back door, sneak in. I'm going to wear a janitor suit, and I can know I'm here and get to work and all that stuff. Who the Patriots got on Sunday? I'm so looking forward to see how this works out for him up there, just because it's Vrabel and how it ended here and what could have been. And I get it. He didn't win a playoff game since 19. I know all that stuff.
Right. Let's do what? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Raiders at home. Okay, thank you.
Well, you were like Raiders.
Like, is Vrabel here? Are you whispering around that he's around here?
It's like, Nick, you have permission to talk.
Right.
I was in talk
Say
back
whatever
to
you
that
want
even
to
over the
right
air.
there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, let's just say
Did
it.
that weirdo Bill Barnwell have the Patriots going to the playoffs?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, here are all the openers. This is what we got in week 1.
Okay.
Cowboys at Eagles tomorrow night. Chiefs and Chargers in Brazil Friday night.
Okay.
Then Sunday, Bucks at Falcons.
Ooh, I like that early season division matchup.
Battle of Ohio in week 1. Bengals at Browns.
Even
like
better.
Dolphins at Colts.
Okay.
A battle of cats. Panthers at Jags.
Oh, boy.
It's a cat fight.
That's a 1-star game.
Raiders at Patriots.
4-star.
Cardinals at Saints.
1-star.
Steelers at Jets. Little intrigue there. Aaron Rodgers.
I'll
They
give you-
switch quarterbacks.
I'll give you 3 stars.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Giants at Commanders.
2 stars.
Titans at Broncos.
1,
49ers at Seahawks.
2,
Lions at Packers.
4.
Texans at Rams.
1.
Sunday Night Football features the Ravens at the Bills.
4.
And then Monday Night Football, the Vikings at the Bears.
4.
Yeah.
They're not doing a double dip on Monday night?
Nope.
All right, good. Oh, I like
that
this.
might be week 2.
I like this. I like Sunday night Ravens at the Bills.
2 Monday night games in week 2. Bucks at the Texans, Chargers at the Raiders.
Oh, I like Chargers at the Raiders.
And then the Sunday night game that week is Falcons, Vikings, and we also have the Thursday night game, the Commanders at the Packers.
What's the love for the Falcons? They've got like 5 or 6 primetime games. I don't
know.
They did nothing. Because you got a new quarterback, who did okay last year. I don't get the love for Atlanta. Did Arthur Blank go and say, look, hey, give us a little love right now? I don't know. And the Vikings the same way. Last year was the same thing.
Mike in Lebanon says, my God, I want to be fired by the Titans so bad. It's great for the pocketbook and the career.
It is. Truly is. What is she? She's paying John. She was paying Vrabel. Vrabel's off.
John ran, just those two right
Okay.
now.
All right. Yeah, because
maybe some assistants. I don't know.
You right?
Yeah.
Man, that is good for the pocketbook. Probably not.
So
probably not.
Don't do dumb that hurt the team.
Nick, can you please play the hands one? That makes me laugh.
Why are you holding your hands like that?
I'm trying to get a question in here.
Well, then ask the question. No, I'm just saying, you look ridiculous.
I just love that one so much. For those that don't know, the Titans media is a close-knit group, but the day that Mike Vrabel told David Beauclair to not stand next to him and have a seat out there, and Beauclair's like, no, I'm not moving. We love David Beauclair for the simple fact that he did not just stood there. And Robbie, and so Vrabel looked at Robbie, the old PR guy, and Robbie froze. And Beauclair just sat there chewing on his matchstick, didn't care. I was like, yes, the best.
Show him. 615-737-105. So I think it's a good week 1 matchup.
Yeah, I like it.
And then let's see, what do we got in the old college ball? I've known
it's Oklahoma and Michigan's the big game.
Yeah, Texas plays San Jose State. Illinois at Duke. Florida State plays East Texas A&M. Iowa State.
That's the big noon kickoff game, I think.
Yeah. Baylor and SMU. Grambling plays Ohio State. Austin Peay goes to Georgia. Oklahoma State, Oregon. Troy goes to Clemson. Ole Miss, Kentucky. That's an interesting one.
Come on, Kentucky.
East Tennessee goes to Tennessee. South Florida, Florida.
That's a good one.
South Carolina State plays South Carolina. La Tech at LSU. Arizona State, Mississippi State. That's kind of intriguing.
Oh, that game's in Starkville.
Yeah.
Watch out for an upset.
Dr. Crane, I'm telling you, they could 2-0. You knock off a team that went to the College Football Playoff next year.
And then Michigan, Oklahoma, as you mentioned, and UL Monroe and Alabama.
Boy, a lot of eyeballs on that game. Gosh almighty. Could you imagine if they lost to Louisiana Monroe?
Oh.
Caleb DeBoer might go back to Monroe with that football team.
Yeah, he might be like, hey, coach, you stay here. We're going to switch places.
We're just going to be.
I don't even know who the University of Louisiana Monroe coach is, but he might take over.
It's in the second because they fired Terry Bowden was there. So they fired Terry 2 years ago, and this new coach took over. It was really good. He might be the athletic director as well. We didn't even talk about it. If they beat Alabama, what's the spread?
Bryant Vincent
beat Alabama. Holy hell.
I think it was like 26.5.
Honestly, Chase. Think about that. Oh, my goodness.
Not good for sure. Coming up next, we're going to talk to Michelle Kennedy. We haven't talked to her in a while.
Good.
About the Predators on sale date for their single game tickets. Training camp's coming up. We'll do all that. Coming up next, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Wednesday. Oh, can't wait to hear that song. Hopefully a lot this year at Bridgestone Arena, the Nashville Predators. The season, it's going to be here before we know. We say hello to Madam President Michelle Kennedy, who is on the line with us. Michelle, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's after we've gotten through Labor Day, so it is hockey season around these parts. I understand we've got a little detail of football season and stuff like that that's going on right now, but in Smashville, it's time to play hockey, my friend.
It is. And coming up Friday morning, and I know there's some opportunities to get them before this time, but the general public will have a chance at 9 o'clock Friday morning for single game tickets to go on sale for the 2025-2026 season. And I know there's a little bit of an incentive if you live here in Smashville.
There is indeed. So the general public will have access to tickets on the 12th, Friday the 12th, but you know how we get kind of twitchy around here when opposing fans come into our building. So we are going to give local Smashville residents an opportunity for the first shot at those single game tickets with a 20% discount on September 9th, 10th, and 11th. So Smashville, come on and grab those tickets, the 9th, 10th, and 11th, so we don't even have any to sell to anyone outside of our viewing area by the 12th.
I love that you use the promo code SMASH20 to get that. And also you can get early access by joining the Preds database. You just got to text Preds to 833-453-2488, and you can unlock some opportunities to buy some tickets on September 8th. So a lot of incentive here for being on the puck, as they like to say.
We do like to say that.
Yeah,
there's some exciting stuff happening this week too. You want to hear about that?
Yeah,
Sure.
Tell me.
All right. Well, tomorrow, mark your calendars. We are going to put many plans on sale, and you're going to be able to buy 7 tickets for the price of 5. We're going to announce our theme nights for the year, and there are going to be some that are, the old tried and true that people love. We're going to have some new ones, and then, as if that's not enough, you're going to find out who the bobblehead series is this year. We had such a great time with our Music City bobblehead series last year with Keith Urban and Tim McGraw and Trisha Yearwood and Jelly Roll and Vince and Amy, that we're going to bring it back again this year. So I can't tell you who they are, but you're only a day away from learning that.
Well,
so we're really excited about repeating that very popular series.
Well, I know Big Joe is expecting his call to get modeled for one, but I guess it's not going to happen this year.
Big Joe, we had some trouble with your agent.
Well, I know. I mean, he's busy over on YouTube. Michelle Kennedy's with us from the Nashville Predators right now. All right, so listen, theme night, massive success. Bobblehead, massive success. How much planning and work goes in to all this? It's not something you throw together on a Monday and, hey, we're going to announce it on a Thursday. You guys put a lot of detail into this, don't you?
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And again, we laid the foundation last year and saw just how hugely popular it was. But we have a short list of folks, and we talk to their management and their agents, and we ask for their IP rights to be a part of the bobblehead series. And so we're really excited with the lineup that we have this year. And then in addition to Music City, music-centered personalities, our very own Philip Forsberg is going to have his own bobblehead this year, complete with a bobbling mustache. Because as you know, we're going to be playing in his home country in November. So as a part of our global series, Phil's going to have his very own bobblehead this year. That's the only one I can reveal today.
So when tickets go on sale and people want to grab those next week with the code, I mean, all 40 games available to grab tickets for?
Well, we'll have some gold games. Again, we get twitchy when opposing fans get in our building, so there'll be some parameters around some of those games. But yes, 40 games. Our 41st is in Sweden this year, so 40 games will be on sale. And hopefully, as I said before, we have all Smashville residents snapping up all those tickets that are available so that we can have a raucous gold-based fan in here for 40 different fun nights.
I love all of it, but that November 1st, the Preds Golden Hall induction that night, and they play Calgary. I mean, that'd be a game I'd love to go see, because I think you guys did such a good job last year when they inducted Mr. Poyle, Shea, and Pekka into the Golden Hall. I think that is a game. If I'm a Preds fan, I need to go to that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we will have in-game pomp and circumstance to celebrate this year's inductees in the manner in which they deserve. And absolutely November 1st. But before that, don't forget the home opener. On 10-9, we open against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and it's going to be all the fun things that you always count on. And there are always a few surprises in Smashville. We'll have the gold carpet. We'll have a plaza party, and we will kick off this 25-26 season in style. And we will be looking to do what many people don't think we can do. We're looking to prove people wrong this year. There's no secret that last year didn't go as we hoped it would. And this year we're going to have a whole lot of fun proving a lot of people wrong and playing some really great hockey.
Michelle Kennedy is with us from the Nashville Predators, Madam President. I want to go back to the Golden Hall thing for a second. How much fun is it now that the three obvious, were put in the first year, and now people are guessing, like, okay, who's next? Like, could it be David Legwan? Could it be Thomas Vokoun? And throwing out all these names. To me, that's kind of fun that people make their own lists of who should go in next.
Oh, it's awesome. It's just a part of us continuing to build the tradition of Smashville. It's, we celebrated our 25th season a couple seasons ago, and the Golden Hall was something that we introduced just on the other side of that. And so as we continue to build the history of Smashville, it's really fun to see that happening. And those people who are guessing who the next one's going to be, the other fun thing is that a lot of those people learned to skate in our Ford Ice Centers and have been a part of our organization for a long time. So we really try hard around here, and I think we do a pretty good job, if I can say so myself, of creating a family feel within our organization and among our fan base. And, this Golden Hall is just a continuation of that aspiration on our part.
So, again, regular season, single game tickets will go on sale Friday morning at 9 o'clock. There are opportunities to get them early. But also, if you want to jump in and be a season ticket holder, you can do that now. Just go to SmashvilleLoyal.com, correct?
And I mean, that's the best idea. Why wait for all the drama of the single game on sale? Jump into our Smashville Loyal family, and you will have 20% discount. You'll get early access to all these things that we're talking about now, in addition to so many more things. We have a great lineup of benefits for our Smashville Loyal folks, and we would love to welcome anyone out there listening into that family.
You can text PREDS to 833-453-2488 to unlock ticket opportunities beginning on September 8th. So that is something to keep in mind. But again, Smashville Loyal, and also starting, you'll get the 20% discount when you use the code SMASH20 when the general public on sale happens on September 9th. So keep that in mind. You got to be a Smashville resident. So Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia in the Predators television markets. That's how you can get all that. But Michelle, it's here. I mean, we're going to be playing games at the end of this month here in the preseason, and I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I know you two guys will be there. You don't want to miss any golden moments. And all you folks out there listening, please come down here and join us. We are ready to entertain and ready to play some hockey.
Michelle, thank you so much, and we will see you soon.
All right. See you guys. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Michelle Kennedy joining us here on the program, the president of the Nashville Predators. Coming up next, everyone's favorite. I know people are looking forward to it. Coming up, it's celebrity birthdays. And what day is it? Here on Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Wednesday live at MTSU, and appreciate them for having us here today. We're going to be traveling with them up to Wisconsin. So Friday, the 12 o'clock hour will be a special MTSU hour. Chris Massaro going to join us, Chip Walters, and everybody. So looking forward to it.
We got a fun show planned for you. And then Saturday, the MTSU Blue Raiders take on Wisconsin. A game you can hear on 93.3. Totally, yeah, it's starting at 1:30 pregame and 2:30. You trail off a little bit like that.
Did I trail off?
No, me.
Oh, okay.
And I do that because of one great, I'm a huge Miami Vice fan.
Yes.
Love Miami Vice. So the Lieutenant Castillo in there, he talks really low. If he probably didn't say it, but he used to talk low on the show. And they said, "Why do you speak that way? You're lieutenant, a big actor, big role." He said, "The lower I speak, the more you lean in." Think about that.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're like, what did you say? You lean in. I got you. I was like, oh, that's brilliant.
That is brilliant. You know what else is brilliant? Celebrity birthdays. Yes. And what day is it? And of course, it is brought to you by Jarrett Companies, Inc. Jarrett Fire Division covers all of your business fire safety needs. Go to jarrettfire.com, above and beyond industry standards.
All right. First on the list, we have Global Talent Acquisition Day. So congrats to that.
Yes.
National Baby Back Ribs Day is today. Well, my baby back. Yep. All right. National Skyscraper Day is today. And then this one, I'm not sure what it is. National Welsh Rarebit Day.
Oh, that's when you get bit by a Welsh.
Oh, I don't know.
So watch out for all the Welsh out there.
Sounds like a STD. I'm going to pass.
Holy hell.
Bowling League Day is today as well. So shout out to all those
show.
bowlers out there.
You take that nonsense to YouTube.
I'm okay.
We are on YouTube.
Oh, damn it.
Twitch and Twitter.
Right.
That's all I got. Wrap it up as U.S. Bowling League Day. So shout out to all the bowlers.
Is the National Chianti Day not on there?
No.
Okay. I'm somewhere it was out there. All right. Anyway. All right. Time for celebrity birthdays. You got to get these within two. Our first birthday he's a lead guitar player for the Beach Boys, Al Jardine. He's one of the little bitty guys.
76.
84.
83 years old. Icky knows those little musicians. All right. I love pop. You know what I love? Pop-up ads. Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
How old's Charlie Sheen?
63.
72.
60. Somebody told me Charlie Sheen's brother lives in Nashville. Not Emilio Estevez, but I think it's Ramon lives here. So we are crack squad on the text line will figure that out for us. Let's go down here and see what else we got. Actress Kaya Gerber. She is Cindy Crawford's daughter. She's beautiful.
Who?
Kaya Gerber, Cindy Crawford's daughter.
31.
38.
24. 38. You even know who Cindy Crawford is?
Heard of the name.
She's one of the most beautiful women of all time. All right, let's get down here some more. Love pop-up ads. All right, here we go here. Guitar player Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols.
64.
71.
70.
Nice.
Let's see. Actress Valerie Perrine. She was Miss Tess Mocker in Superman. Miss Tess Mocker. That Lex Luthor yelled at.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say 62.
64.
82 years old. Let's see here. You doing okay? How are we doing? Doing all right? Okay. All right. How are we doing today? I don't know. We're going to go sports. Screw that. NBA basketball coach, legend, Dick Motta.
81. Is that Thad Motta's dad?
Could be. I don't know.
88.
94. Former Miami receiver, Seattle Seahawks receiver, Benny Blades.
68.
58.
59. Dr. Crane's up 3-0. Former Houston Oilers receiver, fantasy football dream, when they ran the run and shoot back in the day. Former Houston Oiler Ernest Givens.
64.
63.
61. Dr. Crane's at 4-0.
Dang.
He won the World Series in 2001 with a walk-off hit over the Yankees. Luis Gonzalez. He played for the Diamondbacks.
53.
57.
58. Dr. Crane's at 5-0. Border Olympic skate Shaun White.
47.
42.
39. And finally, a birthday is going to make us all feel old.
This is leap year for you there, Dr. Crane.
This will all make us feel old. How old is the freak Javon Curse?
Oh. 50.
49.
49 exactly.
Boom.
And the final, that's all we got. Dr. Crane wins 7-0.
Good job, Dr. Crane.
Thank you. I'll
That was-
bang my chest real fast.
Hey.
Hey, that's illegal in 7 states.
It's legal here.
With that, apparently, with that, let's go. Let's get to the mashup. And welcome into the Wednesday edition of the very, very fun and qualified Chase and Big Joe show.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of chest beating going on lately. Some probably not warranted, but his would be good.
But you do it when you win celebrity birthdays, America's
do.
favorite game.
I do. I do. Dr. Crane does too.
Right.
Once every leap year when I bang my chest.
Where it's all right. The days are confused.
All right. Brian?
Had to watch. The mood is tense. I have been on some serious reports, but nothing quite like this. Ching King is inside right now. I tried to get an interview with him, but they said, nope, you can't do that. He's a live bear. He will literally rip your face off.
If you build it, he will come.
Yep.
That's what I said to Panda Express in Donaldson. If you build that, I will come see you. I'm thinking about, where are the turtles, right, Nick?
Right.
Where are the chocolate turtles?
The turtles! Where are the turtles? The turtles. Where are the turtles? Where are the turtles? Come on, guys, get out of here. Where are the turtles? Where are they?
So Joe had some trouble with your agent.
Well, I know. I mean, he's busy over on YouTube.
And you can watch the Chase and Big Joe show on YouTube as well, on Twitter, on Twitch. We're on multiple platforms. And listen to us on the radio.
That's the
every
best
day
spot.
From noon to 3.
Yep.
Well done.
Oh, good job, Dr. Crane, with that.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
You're the best.
Well done indeed. That is going to do it for us today.
We leave all our show, our message. We've had it for 2 years. And look, to all the guys who've reached out to us the last 2 years who are going through something, thank you for trusting us. We love you so much and glad that you were here. If you are struggling, you need to talk to somebody, we're always here for you. Or you can reach out to our good friends at Unity Psychiatric Care. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show. There's a drop down for Unity Psychiatric Care located right here in Middle Tennessee. Help is just around the corner. You do not have to go through this alone. We tell you all the time. I tell you all the time, our world is a better place because you are here and you are so loved. Know that, not just by us, but know this more than anything else, that God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD coming up next here on 102.5 The Game.